Hello, loves. I know I just posted another video, a message for someone who's been praying for something new. It felt like that message really needed to come out for someone. It was a bit shorter than my normal messages, but it absolutely like opened up a pathway for a new message to come in. Interestingly, while I was posting that one, a video that I did almost exactly 1 year to the day for a divine feminine or feminines who've been focused on themselves and aren't really paying a lot of attention to the masculine unless he comes forward in the physical world. That popped up in my feed and it felt very relevant, potentially connected to some of the energies some of you are feeling right now. If you feel guided, I'll see if I can find it again and I'll put it in the pinned comments. But for now, we're just going to drop in and see what other messages may want to open up for those of you here with me at this time. And I actually do feel guided to go into a message for the divine feminines. And I also feel guided to share with you that I know I did a few member videos, and last night there was one specifically connected to like a masculine who's been feeling the shifts the divine feminine has been going through. If any of you are interested in that, it's available for members on Patreon and YouTube, but it's also available on Patreon as a single video. All right. Anyway, we're just going to go into this. Okay. Interesting. So we have adjustment, looking back, moving forward. So, ironically, the video or not, the video I just posted 5 minutes long, a few minutes before I'm recording this, is literally expressing to someone who's praying for what's new to if the past is no longer serving you, the actual adjustment is connected to letting go of continuously looking back and just moving forward. Because what was coming through in that is that the older mirrors, the mirrors that used to support your growth, now might be very stagnant. Okay, I want to get more with this as well. Obviously, you can touch in on that message, but since it's coming in deeper, that was like a collective message. And now that it's coming in deeper for the divine feminines specifically, I feel like that is important and clearly a collective energy. And okay, it makes sense, right? Because I just remembered we're in Mercury retrograde. So this is a time where the past comes up. So as it's coming up, observe it. Is it actually supporting your growth? Or is it just sitting in a frozen, stagnant energy? And you'll know by how it's supporting you. Like, even if there's other things going on with the other people, places, and things from the past, is their growth, is their evolution actually supporting your evolution by staying in it? Or is it supportive for your evolution to make adjustments and start moving in a different direction? Okay. And yes, this could be connected to divine masculine, but it could really be connected to anything: work, family patterns, collective patterns. It can be literally anything. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. So we have Three of Wands, which very much feels like going off on a new adventure. Okay, so this is feeling like there is something new ahead for divine feminine, and it feels like you're very much ready for this. It's giving me like an energy of how you may have felt at the start of your awakening journey, but this time you're clearly much more prepared. Instead of the wave coming in and sweeping you away, this time you're on the shore waiting for the wave to come in so you can jump on with your surfboard, okay, and ride that wave. Let's see what wave, what energies, what's coming forward for the Divine Feminine Collective. What do we have? It feels like you're making some adjustments, but the universe, the higher power, your higher self, like are making adjustments as well. And as the collective energy on our planet is adjusting, it's giving you more space to breathe, stretch out, let yourself expand, let yourself land. What I'm seeing in my mind's eye as I'm saying that is many feminines who may have felt pot bound are actually getting potted directly into the ground. What I was seeing was like a little bush in a pot, and you're ready to grow into a ginormous tree. You just need the space to land. What I'm also getting with that is that the mirrors that you have worked, the initiations that you have walked, the things that you have integrated actually need the space to land. And this next iteration for you, this next adventure for you is a deeper level of embodiment of what you have been learning on this journey, but instead of doing it more sequestered away, this is more actually lived experiences with real live people, real live relationships, and adventures and experiences. Another thing that's been coming through in sessions, as well as in my most recent video, is more happiness, more laughter. In fact, it's just like opening up. And what it feels like is the Divine Feminine Collective has, as they're expanding into their next levels, it's actually opening more space in the Divine Feminine's heart. And that opening is actually allowing the light out and the joy in. Okay. And the happiness out and the love back in. It's like this beautiful energy of reciprocation is ready to open up. And this is actually reminding me of another energy that's been coming in as we go through this expansion and release ourselves from where we were once pot bound and we're dropping more directly into the earth. One of the things that's been coming through for me that I've been stabilizing in myself, which is why I have not been here as much. I've been speaking about it to the members though, is where I've been guided to drop more clearly and deeply into the 1D and the 2D energies and bring the results of what I've been working on more clearly and directly into those foundational dimensions of creation. Okay. The 1D is one dimensional, but it's where creation really begins. And the second dimension is where polarity arises. And obviously, for those of you who have been on this journey, what have we been working on harmonizing and tempering? The polarities in the world and the mirrors, the polarities within ourselves. So as we can drop in and bring those results into the foundation of creation, that's actually creating that bigger container, the bigger space to land, a space to actually embody more clearly and directly into those internal union energies. And I did offer last week two members that if you choose, if you haven't ever gone into the 1 and the 2D and you would like to do that, I suggest that you work with a friend or someone you trust. Just having a partner can be helpful when you're landing in that if you feel guided, or I would be happy to work with you on that as well. This is more so just like a stabilization energy. Again, if you feel guided to do it alone, by all means, go ahead. But I found that some people kind of have a hesitation in going into the 1 and 2D if they haven't done it before or if they're not familiar. So I just wanted you to know that I would be happy to work on that with you. In fact, the way these polarities are harmonizing and tempering and coming into balance so quickly and strongly, I'm thinking I might even offer a polarity session um, at some point. But just so you know, it does feel on a broader level. For those of you, let me know in the comments what you've been going through or what you've been feeling. But it does feel like since, the full moon and the Mercury retrograde, and of course the solstice, there's really like this big portal energy, this big shifting energy that has opened. It's allowing a lot of the old energies to finally, once and for all, clear out, to shift, or to even realign to where they're meant to be now. That was some of the energy that came in that first message, that maybe what you thought was going to meet you at this time is still signaling that it's not going to meet you at this time, but you're really, really, really ready to grow. And so, again, you make those adjustments, you keep moving forward on your next adventures, and the things that are meant for you, they're going to find you, my loves. They're going to find you. But I feel very deeply as I say this, it's almost like the divine feminines are hatching out of the cocoon. And really, this moment of adjustment is where the butterfly comes out of the cocoon, the wings unfurl, and then as they're drying, they decide where to fly off to. This is the energy I'm feeling quite deeply with the feminines. And even for the feminines that are in connection, in harmonious union, this may still be coming through for you in your work, in lots of other areas. There's just like now, the more her headdress is like the divine feminines, regardless of your situation, regardless of the status of your connection, I'm feeling that many have been ready to expand and grow, spread your wings, drop your roots, go deeper into your grounding and farther into the sky. Really let yourself shine, let yourself expand through this process. And there is one more that wants to come through. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups in the sideways position that fell on the table, and then the Two of Cups that landed. And so this feels like another huge confirmation that if you've been disappointed about what you were thinking was going to come and then it didn't, or thinking that you're behind, or if you're just bored because nothing is showing up, this is very much signaling that this time is waning, my loves. And this Two of Cups energy is preparing to land if you haven't already had that land. This feels like the representation of you landing. This is making me think of dropping that inner union energy into the foundation of creation, into that 2D polarity as you're holding your own conscious creatorship in your own lane. And I want to see what this is going to bring, because this feels to me like there's this whole world ready, that's waiting for the divine feminines, this whole new perspective, this whole new way of living, this whole new way of experiencing life. This is why it's so important to mm, keep, making the adjustments to moving forward, and knowing that whatever, even if it's things from the past, they're going to meet you as you move forward. And this is a message that's come in before. So again, it's like we're definitely ready for another growth phase. And okay, the Nine of Swords. It feels like if this message is resonating, but you're feeling like you're not quite, like what I'm seeing when I see this card is almost like a membrane between what was and what you've been working on and who you are now. And there may be a grief point or a little bit more grieving that needs to occur, an acceptance of what it was, an acceptance of what it's been, an acceptance of what it will be or won't be, an acceptance of the present energy. Allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. Even if you think, I shouldn't feel this anymore, just let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel all of the polarities, all of the extremes. You might even be going through a part of feeling the extremes and being noticing that you actually can hold the extremes and feel tempered within it. This is a signal that that next level, that next version of you is ready to land. You are, what I'm getting is like you are very, very, very much ready to fly, to expand, and to experience what life has to offer you as this new version of you. Okay, my loves, I'm going to leave it there. I will have all my information in the pinned comments. I'm sending you lots of love and appreciation for your connection and for your patience with me as I'm also adjusting to the new energies. All right, take care. Much love. Bye.